South Carolina has been dominant in their opening 2 rounds of the March Madness tournament, clamping their first 2 opponents to a combined 51 points. It's genuinely historically elite stuff, and this defense should guarantee South Carolina a spot in the Final Four. They've just been that dominant in my opinion. However, the other side of the floor is where I have some concerns. While the Gamecocks have been absolutely elite defensively, on offense they've struggled as much as their opponents, and have had a lot of troubles creating offense outside of Aliyah Boston, who herself has been solid but nothing out of this world like we saw earlier in the season. So, could this cause some problems for South Carolina down the track? I'll be discussing this potential issue for South Carolina in today's video. Before we start, if you're new here and enjoyed the video, be sure to subscribe. For more women's basketball content like this, I'd love to reach 2,000 subscribers on this channel, so all support would be greatly appreciated. Anyway, with that being said, let's talk about South Carolina. Defensively so far this tournament, South Carolina has been nothing short of amazing. They held Howard to just 15% field goal shooting in round 1, and then held Miami to under 25% field goal shooting in round 2. The stifling interior defense anchored by Aliyah Boston has allowed South Carolina to dominate, even though they've been poor offensively themselves. In round 1, though SC won by a convincing 58 points, they still shot just 36% from the field and 21% from deep, also cashing in a below average 71% of their free throw attempts. In round 2, it was even worse, with South Carolina not even shooting above 30% from the field. They also again struggled at the free throw line, missing 7 of their 16 attempts. Now, South Carolina have got a bit lucky with their road to the Final Four, as with Iowa bowing out, it's hard to see them coming up against an elite offense that they'll be challenged to go blow for blow with. But when it comes to the Final Four, against a team like Stanford potentially, these shooting woes could be very concerning if they don't get fixed soon. This has been a trend throughout the postseason too, including the conference championships. In the loss to Kentucky for example, though South Carolina outshot the Wildcats by 9, they shot just 33% from the field and 60% from the free throw line. I don't know about you, but that lack of efficiency and consistent production from their stars is very worrying. This has all been stemming from the underwhelming play of their perimeter creators on this team, particularly Destiny Henderson and Zia Cook. Cook shot an abysmal 2 for 15 from the floor in round 1, and followed that up with a 3 for 9 shooting performance today against Miami. Henderson shot 2 for 9 in round 1, and then an equally poor 3 for 12 in the round of 32. To put it simply, they need to be better if South Carolina wants to win the championship. Sure, they can get away with it now, especially with the way Boston has been playing defensively. But when we get into the Final Four, even the Elite 8, against some strong offensive teams, the sputtering, inconsistent offense isn't going to cut it. From watching South Carolina's past couple games, I don't think their offensive stats have been awful by any means. Some of the shots just aren't falling. But to try fix this problem, I think if they can try get Boston easier looks and eliminate the unnecessary tough shots that Henderson and Cook regularly take, I think they'll be in a much better position to win this whole thing. They're still the favourites in my eyes, but they definitely aren't as clear as they once were. The team is in a slump. It's coming probably at the worst possible time, and if things don't change soon, they'll be making winning games a lot harder on themselves than they need to be. Now, I do want to say that I am not hating on South Carolina here. This is just an observation I've made with this team lately, as of some other people. Not every team is perfect as well, and I think if South Carolina want to win it all, they'll need to make some adjustments, which I've suggested. But if all the pressure is on the defense when we're in the Final Four or championship game or however far they make it, I think they'll ultimately fall short of the ultimate goal again. A point per minute pace simply isn't going to cut it, and as great as Boston is defensively, that impact won't be enough in those games. The offense needs to be better, and it all starts with more effective possessions from the guards in Zaya Cook and Destiny Henderson in my opinion, as well as some hopefully improved shooting across the board, whether that's making the most of inside looks or knocking down free throws. I'm still confident in South Carolina making a run. I know I haven't mentioned my bracket yet on this channel, but I did pick SC to win it, so I don't think it's all doom and gloom. But their postseason has been ugly to say the least so far, and it's going to take them a lot more than just good defense to win it all. So let's see how they respond from here, and if they're able to bounce back. With that said though, what do you guys think of this? What are your thoughts on South Carolina so far this tournament? Do you think they can win it all? Let me know all your thoughts down in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave it a like and subscribe. But with that being said, I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.